This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, night. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night.
Exposing old bands on my channel who didn't sing their own songs or had someone fronting as a lead singer when they weren't has become a tradition of sorts on my channel, because it is something that I find interesting, and I think you guys do too. I find it interesting in the sense of discovering the truth. It's like a pop music criminal investigation. It's also interesting that many people were fooled or would have never even guessed that these were all a lie. Like, we know there's manufactured stars, there's always been manufactured stars, and there always will be. But some people having completely no talent and clawing their way up on someone else's merits is a different type of manufactured star than, say, today, where people hide simply behind an image or their image outweighs their actual talent. When I make these type of videos, it isn't to tear people apart who might use things like autotune, which is an industry standard, and doesn't mean the person can't sing or has no talent. Almost everyone uses autotune nowadays, and that's completely fine. Some people, outside of it being a necessity for radio hits, might use it for artistic stylings or gratification. It's never that deep. To make clear, these videos are for people who are completely fabricated. Most times from the image, a lot of times from the voice, and have simply gotten by on others' talents. And the band we're going to talk about today is a one-hit wonder. Definitely one of my favorite Eurodance one-hit wonders of all time, who have been making a comeback in the media for obvious reasons. But a lot of people are using their one hit as a way to carry through a dark time. As you can see, we will be talking about Corona, the band of course, and their classic hit Rhythm of the Night. Corona was formed in 1993 by Lee Merrill and Olga de Souza, and had a relatively short-lived career. Olga de Souza led the band, and honestly there doesn't appear to be any other prominent band members. Even though Lee Merrill produced the songs, and they both started the band, she appears to be the only one in videos and singing on the songs, appearing, keyword appearing. I'm not even exactly sure why you would need to form a band in Eurodance unless there was more than one singer, because it's such a fluke genre. Meaning the people who have been successful in the genre usually only have one big hit, and Eurodance is a bit more miscellaneous than other genres. It didn't really matter what you looked like or even your name, all that mattered was the beat and a pounding catchy chorus. So with that being said, I don't think Corona was an actual band. I think it was just fronted that way to sort of add some legitimacy to their image, or should I say her image. Their first and most known single, The Rhythm of the Night, was released in 1993, reaching the top 10 in multiple countries and peaking at number 11 in the States. Although Olga is a beautiful woman and it is alleged that she did sing on some of the band's other material, however, her voice remains absent from their most known hit. Instead, it calls in for Italian singer Jenny B's vocals. Apparently this whole using models as your frontman or woman, and then them not actually singing the songs, was a trend and much more common in Eurodance and dance music than other genres. I want to make it clear that doesn't demonize the songs or make them bad. It's just rather interesting, and it makes you wonder why they didn't just use the actual singers. It's not like most of the people who are doing the singing behind the scenes are unmarketable or unattractive. I also think it's worth noting that some of the actual singers were known to lend their voices to models to lip sync to, so maybe they enjoyed it. Others like Martha Wash didn't, and she fought to be credited for her attributions. Now this continued throughout Corona's discography. Their first album, that was also titled after The Rhythm of the Night, is rumored to be entirely sung by Sandy Chambers, another Eurodance singer. It was confirmed that she sung on their second single Baby Baby, which was a European hit. I think it's a bit interesting that they chose to use two different singers, because they will obviously have two different voices, so it's not like they were even trying to hide it. They eventually released The Sophomore Slump and was forever tied to their one hit, and subsequently a distant memory until recently. They were sampled by the Black Eyed Peas in 2019 for their international hit Ritmo Bad Boys for Life, and of course they resurfaced due to the insane stuff that's going on in the world right now, and they feel conflicted being associated with the crisis. But I say that despite their history or lack of musicality, it can be viewed in a great way. In a time of such sadness and confinement, people are turning to this song as a way to cope, and dance and feel better in such a difficult time. That chorus immediately makes a huge, powerful statement, and people are still taking a liking to it. It is still one of the true 90s dance gems, and it always will be.